Hello, everybody. This is Taylor from Taylor Made TV. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this new series that is now here unexpectedly. I remember telling a lot of people on my social media channels that when we found out we were pregnant and we were pregnant with twins, that we would basically that I would basically create a series of my pregnancy. I would basically record videos and just kind of share, exclusive moments, intimate moments, and vulnerable moments of my journey, not expecting that I would be here. So, all the content that, I was preparing to put out here, all the content that I was preparing to share, and all of the, moments that I was expecting to, kind of express and share and give you guys an inside scoop on. It's kind of like, put on pause. Not that I still can't share, but the content is different now because I am in the hospital. I'm in a different space unexpectedly, like I said before. And for some of you who don't know my story, I am in the hospital because my husband and we on our second doctor's appointment with one of the specialists that we have, because I actually have two doctors, one, a regular doctor, OB-GYN, and then I have another doctor who is actually a high-risk specialist. And basically she just kind of, really heavily and closely monitors the babies, the twins, because I'm having twins. I'm having die twins. Basically what that means is they're in two separate sacks. I'm having twins that are not identical. I'm having a girl and a boy, for some of you who don't know. Beautiful baby girl and baby boy. I'll share the names later, but not right now. But anywho, so that's what that doctor does. And we went to my second doctor's appointment with her. And as I've said before, the first doctor's appointment everything was clear, everything was fine. But in this particular doctor's appointment, which was about 3 weeks ago now, 3 weeks ago from today, and today is May 24th, I found out that I had a shortened cervix. And basically, we did some research, and it was basically said that not just research, but the doctor also said that the normal, length of my cervix actually should have been, or should be, or is supposed to be 4 centimeters long. And at that particular time, at that doctor's appointment, my cervix has shortened unexpectedly, unknowingly, sorry, my leg is itching, to 0.9 centimeters, which was less than a centimeter. And basically we were able to see, in that particular appointment, we were able to see my baby boy's head. And it was kind of weird because my cervix was like shortened to, was like this, was like here, and my baby boy's head was like maybe this big, scrolling around by my cervix. And seeing that visual kind of, and I'm showing this to you guys, because seeing that visual kind of helps you to understand that, if the Lord would not have, if the Lord kind of wouldn't have opened up the opportunity to go to the doctor on that particular day, it probably would have been a high chance that I would have went into preterm labor, right then and there, simply because of the length of my cervix. And after finding that out, my doctor actually recommended that I get an emergency surgery cerclage, which basically is a stitch that they would basically place to kind of seal their cervix and keep their cervix from, shortening, so that both of the babies can stand a little while longer. So I think I kind of shared this all before, but just kind of give you a little recap update kind of thing for some of you who didn't watch the previous video. So go watch the other videos. But yes, so that day was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. It was chaotic. It was completely unexpected. It was a lot of things all at one time. And after that particular day, we've heard so many things about what could potentially happen as far as the lives and the care of our babies. It was stated that, because of the condition or what they call it specifically is an incompetent cervix, because of the condition that they stated, it basically meant that, there was a high chance that I were to have my babies way earlier. Of course, with twins, it's expected for, twins to come a little earlier. That's expected. However, at this particular point, at 21, I think 21, 21 or 22 weeks, at the time, when we were at that appointment, that was way too early. Full term is 40 weeks. And we were halfway there, and we were finding out all this information. So I really thank God, that we were able to know about this at the time that we knew about it, so that we can, do what we can to do something about it and see what the Lord was going to do in the process of that. So fast forward the tapes, we are at 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Today marks 3 weeks going strong of being on bed rest, because after actually not being qualified for the cerclage, because I had a very, very irritated and active uterus, I ended up not being qualified for the surgery. So, which meant that I had to be put on really strict bed rest. So, and that's why I'm here at the hospital. I've been here for 3 weeks now. And it's been a journey so far. I've done so much. I've gone through a lot so far. It's been an evolving experience, and it's been an experience that has literally pushed me to faith and to really believe that God can do the supernatural. And I believe it, and me and my husband believe it, and we are here. And part of the reason why I wanted to really just get on this video, and I know I'm rambling, so I'm sorry. I didn't really expect to get on this video today. I just wanted to do a video. But we are at 3 weeks, as I said before, and today is a moment to celebrate. I'm so excited because my babies are still alive. They are still living. They're still moving. They are still kicking. We're still cooking. We're actually getting ready to get some shirts that says hashtag keep them cooking, because mama is sitting in bed resting and with limited mobility, and haven't been able to sleep in my own bed to cook these babies so that they make it full term. And like I said before, God is so faithful. God is so faithful. I couldn't really pass this day up without giving him glory. Because I've heard for the time that I've been here, these past 3 weeks, I've heard a lot of stories, especially of women who have, gone through this situation and who have been admitted into this particular unit. And some of the women that are here have already experienced lots of loss. lots of loss, and it is expected, you know, for with my condition, it's expected that, you know, that there's a really low chance that any babies could survive, especially with the condition that they say that I have. And with all of that, with everything that I've heard about, you know, my baby's not being able to make it, you know, to 34 weeks or 36 weeks, or, you know, because I don't have the surgery, you know, it's an even, you know, lower chance that they are able to survive. And to hear all of these things, to hear and to hear death knocking at the door, but to experience life in the midst of it is such a blessing. It really, really is such a blessing, because we've made it to 3 weeks. We made it to 3 weeks after everything that was said, after everything that was done, and all of the anxiety and fear, and we're still here. My babies are still here. Me and my hubby, we're still here. And I'm so grateful.